Where the hell have I been? So, story time. If you look down at the upload date, that doesn't time to keep shut up, Otis. It doesn't really keep tabs on what's meant to have been coming. I guess story time for the outside information. I was originally meant to be streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom, but normally I like to take a day or two just to make sure that, you know, everything's fine, blah 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 blah, whatever. The game sucked. Not that it was like actively bad, it just wasn't good viewing experience, so we canceled it pretty shortly on. And then I was gonna come back here and, you know, stream this event, because that's what this is. This is gonna be a real short stream because something worth streaming is happening. The problem is that we had a bit of a snowstorm, ice storm around where I live, and so the actual part of the story time, and as to why I haven't done this event specifically, is we did have a day or two where we did like close because of the ice, but on the day that the ice was meant to start melting, because I open, not only do I open, but I carpool with the boss, the one who actually opens the store. So I usually, again, kind of don't have an excuse to not go to work, and can't easily like call in because it fucks everything over. So I start going out to work, and I cannot stress that it is just pure ice. Like, it looked like snow, but it was actively raining at the time, and it is the weirdest sensation to walk on snow that very clearly is snow and don't have it crunch under your feet. Like, it remains solid as you step on it. Fluffy, pure white snow you look like you can make a snowball out of, and it is pure zero friction. And I live on top of a very big hill, to the point where cars have a hard time getting up here in optimal conditions, let alone, like, I live on the kind of hill that you wouldn't want to sled down because you'd go too fast. Well, I misjudged the situation and started walking down the hill. The situation was so bad, I could not actually get back up the hill. So, to like, you know, I'm not going to work today kind of a situation. Well, I fell down quite a few times, 5 times, and every time it just kept hurting a little bit more each and every time. I finally get down to the bottom of the hill, glad I didn't break anything or die, and it's not super relevant to the story at hand. More bullshit happened, but I'll at least save that for another story time. We can kind of hold on that one for a little bit worse. But let's just say I've been hurting for a while, and that's why I haven't also been streaming. Like, I'm still hurting. Like, I feel like I've been beaten. That was a few days ago. It was 2 days ago. With the mornings, it makes like 2.5 days ago, something like that. But that's why I haven't had any videos in forever. That's fun. I love ice. It's so cool, though. Man, I would have been fine. Like, I honestly, the first 3 times I fell, I was laughing because it's way more funny. I'm built different, but like, eventually you start falling, and you start falling hard, and there's no more comedy in the situation. Laughter ends now, and all of a sudden you can tell things start getting kind of bad. Like, I cannot express how mad I was that I effectively got self-evicted out of my own house. Like, oh my god, I can actually continue that. Fuck it, we're doing a whole story time because this is gonna be a very short episode anyway. So not only that, but my boss couldn't actually get her car up to me. She had to, so I live just off a side road. So we have like a big main street, you know, like the 2 lanes both ways, main street. Not like a highway, but it's clearly like a main through road. I live just off of one of them. she could not get into my side road. It's too hilly in this area. Like, it's straight, like, hills. Like, if you commit to this direction, you won't be able to turn around, and there's no fucking way this place would have been safe to drive. So she had to park on the main road, and I fell a few more times on the way to her car. That's where 2 more of them were. I was so deathly afraid that I would fall and, like, slide into just active incoming traffic and could not get out of the way kind of a situation. Absolutely deathly afraid. So not only that, and it took us forever to get to work, but I don't have a car, as why I have the carpool, and I couldn't get back to my house, so I just had to go to work in that situation. Like, obviously I had fallen a few times and I actively hurt myself. I then had to go to work. Then I find out the buses aren't running. So even if I wanted to go home the moment she was able to call someone in, I could not go back home either. I was, like, self-evicted from my house, and then I got, like, home arrested at work. I could not leave because I just had nowhere to go. You know, I couldn't get home. The buses aren't running. I can't walk. I live all the way, I work all the way across town. It was awful. Genuinely atrocious. I was so fucking pissed. Oh, I was so fucking mad. Oh my lord. Anyway, there's your story time. Jesus. I had to wait in the break room for like an hour and a half for enough people to get under the boss to just take me back home. Jesus. I was not expecting the start of this stream to be ice time story time. But anyway, hey, look what we let's go back to the gameplay. Hey guys, the fried shoot spotted. Hi, Limbus Company. Yeah, so the event came around. You know, we still have Miracle in District 20 still ticking on. But welcome to walpurgisnacht. And as you can see, my walpurgisnacht. Oh man, speaking of shovel, I had to actively stomp to be able to make traction. Like, I had to crack the ice underneath my feet. It was that bad. Like, there was just nothing. There's not like a fence I could have clung to. There weren't trees. It's just a hill. Like, it's cement. I can't, like, reach down to the ground because the snow had piled up so much they took out the curbs, you know? Like, I couldn't even reach down to grab one of them because by that point I'd just be sitting on the ground. But there was nothing to brace myself against. It was atrocious. Yeah. A bullet can actually confirm on this one. It was very funny doing story time for, like, actual relevant thing. I did all 160 of these polls all in one sitting. Because I wanted the Malkuth announcer pack, and I wanted Der Freischütz Otis. I did not care about Meat Lantern Dawn. Let me tell you how I went through. I had like 20k lunacy almost, and like 25 free extractions. Ignore the fact that I have more. They're from this new event. Like, Bullet can attest that he was getting way more panicked than I was after how long I went absolutely nothing. It was barren. The only thing I got, and it is the funniest thing that I could have got, over the course of the entire unpulling, I unpulled maybe 15, I would say 20, but it was probably closer to like 15 dawns. 15 Meat Lantern dawns. And nothing else. And in the span, it wasn't until the 140th pull that I finally got Otis, and then I just pushed for a little bit further to get, you know, like, Malkuth, because I'm like, I'm so close anyway, I might actually get the freebie at the 200 mark, so I might as well just keep going. So many dawns, like, my god. I actually don't even have all of it. You can't even see it, but I don't have the Jack and Pierre announcer pack. Who cares? Fuck Jack and Pierre. I think they're more popular in, like, Korea or some shit. Fucking these guys, they're losers. Fuck these guys. They gotta get them the hell out of here. They're not real. think I'm fucking spending money on that shit. Anyway, if people want to see him, she's right here. She's very, very good, and I immediately got her to level 40 because of the event we're about to do. She's extremely good, and she actually gives a way to have burn teams do something. So any complaint I made about burn teams is very, very good. And she's a weird, like, primarily burn, a little bit of poise, and a little bit of, like, a weird pseudo-ammo mechanic. Makes sense. And then, yes, she can SD her own teammates. It's very cool. And then the one that I wasn't expecting, so lag. So lag. Here's a question. As a man who has now witnessed all of Lobco and a little bit of this game or Ruina, what do you think Meat Lantern's mechanic is? Like, I didn't really get to show off Meat Lantern and Lobco, but it's for a quick rundown. It's like a big angler fish that sits in the ground that when they interact with it, it'll come up and chomp them. What status ailment or effect do you think it would do? Because if you ask me, like, just looking at this is apparently Meat Lantern in the background. Also, something I never actually know, this is meant to be Fragment of the Universe, I think, is actually in the background. It's very hard to discern what the hell this is. A parry mechanic? No, okay, we're getting a little too spicy. I would assume bleed. Like, look at this thing. It's a mace of teeth. She has an animation where she bites them. So, like, maybe a little bit of self-heal and bleed, if I had to guess. She's a rupture aggro unit. She doesn't even inflict bleed. She's a tank. What? And she's pretty good, too. Whirlwind Om Nom Nom. And then she eats someone. She just takes a bite out of people. It's very... Why? How weird. What a timeline. I would absolutely... What was she before? Shit. I'm fucking with my burn team. Oops. Burn uses blunt. Ah, fuck. What was on the slot? Shit. Damn it. I need to put my Dawn back. Sure, that works. I don't remember who I had on this slot for my burn team. Oh yeah, and we're going right back. You know how I said that I assumed she'd be blunt? She's slashing damage. And pierce. Okay, pierce, I mean, I guess. Maybe she's like taking a bite, but I would even then assume like blunt. Yeah, like this big mace of teeth is slashing team. What are they doing? I know what they're doing. They're trying to make it to thematically fit in with the rest of the team. All of the 7 association and good rupture units are usually slashing, so she's slashing, and so on and so forth. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, say hello to another unvoiced event. But the main reason I wanted to stream this is because this is a temporary event. I would presume it's just gone. I would assume this is like the April Fools, and once it's gone, it's gone. Like, I would not want to show this off on, like, looking it up on YouTube. I would want to be the source on YouTube. And the stream is out. There goes lag. And we're back. But yes, I hyped up Dawn of Green enough for me to be like, I love ordeals in Lobco so much. If you think I wasn't doing like an hour-long stream just for this, also because I'm still hurting and would like to, you know, shake some of the rust because I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. The bus is screaming at us. So I never brought it up, but Fey Lantern, which is like Gregor has an ego of it, and it's an abnormality you fight in the Railway and Mirror Dungeon, is an aberration of Meat Lantern. It already existed in the game. But one that I didn't bring up because I didn't even notice is the Sinking Silt Current. I believe is an aberration of the Dreaming Current from Lobco. The weird pink whale looking thing that likes to eat crayons, that guy. Very, very strange. I had to have someone tell me that because I had no idea. I would never have guessed that. Well, let's see what's going on. Why are we? What's going on with ordeals? Let's find out. So there's a walpurgisnacht going on. Everything's under control. It's okay. So like I said earlier, walpurgisnachts are meant to be like volatilities that expand the connection point for like the mirror and events, so we can visit further out places. You know, we can extract IDs from Lobco, things like that. And one of those is happening currently. We're going to the back doors. Oh, great. We're here again. Ishmael, Oh, shoutouts, by the way. I talked about this once before, but we actually I got more info on it. Heathcliff's voice actor is like a streamer over in Korea. Not only that, but he is a big fan of Limbus Company. So when the district, the Miracle in District 20 thing came out, he streamed it and voice acted the entire thing himself. Hearing Heathcliff do like a Dawn impression, peak. And the fact that you get to hear like a little more roughshod, obviously, because it's during a live stream, but it's still very well done even still. An actual like serious, more gentle, vulnerable moment, like when he's talking about Kathy, is very, very nice. This doesn't affect the fact that Heathcliff has been my favorite sinner since like day one, but my god, it's adding credibility to that assessment. Shoutouts to Bullet for showing me the clip of him having uploaded it to YouTube. Hey, it's another Lobco branch. What's we got in here? It's also interesting to see that, like, Heathcliff is at least a little more mellow, too. It's, like, weird that, like, Ishmael became antsy, panicked, aggressive, angry, whereas Heathcliff is, like, more calm, vulnerable, like, nervous. This is not a Lobco branch. This is a result of the Walpurgisnacht's mutation of the corridor. Quite certainty that this does not align with our... Okay, fuck you. Besides, they're more than fucking... I want to coincide my point with her point, and she's rambling. This is not one of the Lobotomy Corporation branches. This is not a branch. We are at a Lobotomy Corporation headquarters of the past. Its point in time is uncertain. This is Lobco. Oh. Oh my. And I again have to give the assessment. Like, I even said this to Bullet when we were doing this. Like, immense credit to whoever composed the Lobco theme that's playing right now. It has to be one of my favorite pieces of music ever, just for the fact that I can listen to it and have listened to it for... I'd have to say like 100 hours at this point, and have not gotten tired of it. And I still actively, genuinely enjoy this piece of music. For how simple and even, like, audibly repetitive it is, it's just got a charm to it. I like it so much. It's not like it's like a banger, 10 out of 10, put this shit... Oh, that's not good. But, like, credit where credit's fucking due. My god, that song is probably, like, probably the most impactful piece of music they've ever wrote. So this is Lobco, actually and truly, but in like a Ruina modern art style. We get to see what that facility was like without the cognition filter. Look at this place. Where is he? Where is my boy? He's locked in the manager's office. Where's Bong Bong? That's not... Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that aloud. That's not even like an impossibility. Bong Bong is here. Where is she? She's just down the corridor. This is an ordeal. Type green, time dawn. Can you imagine playing Lobco and just a bunch of putzes just show up in Malkuth's department and solve an ordeal for you and then leave? I guarantee. The fact that there's no agents or clerks. Also, interesting, like, tidbit right there. They feel more like a peculum rather than any other kind of abnormality. Interesting. Also, the fact that we have confirmed that Dante has, like, a deck of cards that he is handing out or some shit to be able to turn people into their identities. So, I guess that's how they're transforming? All very strange. Because the ordeals are clearly fluctuations in the fact that Lobco's main facility is Ian's ego. That's how he made the facility so fast and made it go so deep and why it's able to do what it does. But it's interesting that, like, Pekachulam, which seem to be weird, half-formed abnormalities. And now that we finished the game, I can actually bring it up. If you noticed, the Pekachulam that we run into directly reference some of the bosses we fight. The Lust Pekachulam, the one that looks like it has a face, like Bastiodon from Pokemon, like it has like a big shield for a face. Its entire body is Cromer's torso when we fight her. The weird plant, the one that looks like almost like cotton, that is the design of Dongrang's scythe when he distorts. The Pekachulam's designs are randomly, like, fused in with the bosses of the various cantos we've gone through, which just makes me wonder, what the fuck is a Pekachulam, and why do they know what's happening? Very mysterious. Anyway, welcome. So, just like I did it on my own, even if you don't have it, this forces you to use Malkuth's announcer pack. And just because, and we'll start this off with an obvious one, we are going to use the lobotomy ego. Because, I mean, come on. Come on. We're in a Lobco facility. We can't just not use the lobotomy. Is there another one? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's something I'm forgetting. I know there's Heathcliff, but ignore him. Who am I forgetting? Lantern, of course. 1. You only get 5, but we're not using Heathcliff because he sucks. Also, Sloshmail also sucks, but it's funny. This also lets me show off. Here, you know, we'll do it like this. Actually, let me show off Otis and Dawn.
기술들을 해방하러 가죠. 안 익숙해서 조금 느리지만.
Yeah, Heathcliff can also sit on the fucking bench.
제압을 준비합니다.
I don't think Sloshmail sucking is intentional. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how intentional that is. So this is one of the most unique fights in the entire game. Oh my god, that's so cool. So if we look in the top right, Dawn of Green, suppression status 0 out of 30. But we also have a turn limit, 1 of 5. Very interesting. And before we start analyzing, my boys, we'll come over here. Because I picked Otis first, as is the way in Lobco, she is the control team captain. She gains a skill slot. She actually gains an additional use of her skill 3, but loses the use of her skill 1, so she has a 2-2-2 deck, which, unless you play, that doesn't mean anything. Whenever this unit defeats an enemy with a skill, 2 allies, including this unit, with the least SP heal 25 SP, aka don't use Enclair. Gain 2 ego resources to the affinity of the skill that defeated the enemy, and gain 1 ego resource to the rest of affinities. Meaning, she is going to be generating an absolutely absurd amount of sanity, aka resources, and actual resources, meaning you can spam ego like a motherfucker, but she has to kill. But it's easy because she's the captain. And looking at them, we have Dawn of Green, Doubt, Alpha, and Dawn of Green, Doubt, Beta. They're effectively the same. We're just going to cover one of them because it doesn't really matter. Stab, bleed, bleed count, pin down, bleed, bleed count, pain. Prioritize targets with bleed. If the target is bleed, deal bonus damage. They bleed, 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 bleed. Okay. Defend, unit shield, inflict 2 bleed. Simple shit. Like, look at these guys. Look at how... Oh! in beautiful HD graphics. Oh, look at them. Anyway, and just like they do in Lobco, when this unit defeats an enemy with an attack skill, deal 10 SP damage to all enemies. That's what they do in Lobco. That's super cool. And if we come over here, the beta has another one, Light. When staggered or defeating an enemy with an attack skill, this unit heals 50 HP. Irrelevant, because you shouldn't ever die. It's also stab, pin down, pain, evade. Exact same shit. Wait. This dude has an evade, and this dude has a defend. Who cares? Continuing on, we have Ignition. Point power +1 for every 3 burn on target. On hit, inflict a dark flame. And on hit, inflict burn equal to the dark flame on the target. Dark flame is a max value of 7. Target loses defense level equal to the value of this effect, aka you just deal more damage. And turn end, deal value times burn on target, pride affinity damage, then it expires. Meaning you gain another avenue to deal burn damage, even if you are at 99 potency. My god. Ignition is her skill 1. Detonate magic bullet is her skill 2. Coin power +1 for every 6 burn on target, max 3. On hit, at less than 4 magic bullet, gain a magic bullet. Then, inflict dark flame equal to the amount of magic bullet you have. Then on hit, inflict burn equal to dark flame. Magic bullet is max of 7. The value changes depending on the certain skill effects. The higher the value, the higher the base power and coin power that skill 3 gets. And then finally, we have Dawn. We'll save her skill 3, which is obviously the important. I think this is her skill 1. Ability, on use gain 3 aggro, and inflict 2 rupture count, who cares? And Flashing Lure. On use gain aggro, if the target is rupture, inflict coin power, rupture, whatever, fuck, who cares? Bad unit, bad character, no one cares. So we go and we hit him. Oh, look at Otis go. So, we killed 3 of them. Suppression status, 3 out of 30. Oh, how fun. And now, because we killed with Otis, we actually gained +1 to all of these. Very nice. And finally, Magic Bullet Fire. Deal 1% more damage per burn on target, up to a max of 30% more damage. Before attack, gain a Magic Bullet. Then, you lose Magic Bullet -1 times 5 SP. So if you have 1 bullet, you don't lose any SP. If you have all 7 bullets, you'll lose 30 SP. Attack weight becomes equal to the magic bullet value. If you have 1 bullet, it's 1 attack weight. If you have 7, it's 7. Simple as. At 10 or less SP, you have a 50% chance to attack indiscriminately, so you can hit your allies. After attack, if it's 7 magic bullet, reset the count to 0. Counts as spending the last ammo, so any, passive effects. So sort of a half corrosion, yeah. And like I said earlier, if she's at 7 bullets, she will lose 30 sanity. So when she uses this skill at +45, she will go down to 15. So as long as you are at max sanity, she will never hit her allies. So it's controllable. And then on hit, inflict dark flame equal to the magic bullet value. So we're going to fire, and then we're going to use this one to gain another one. So we'll fire to gain 1, which will bring us to 2, so we'll have 2 attack weight. Then we'll use this skill to get us to 3, so then on next turn, she'll have 3, and then can start using free attack weight. Oh yeah, here's Whirlwind Nom Nom, or skill 3. Inflict 3 rupture count, gain rupture, target is rupture, gain coin power. Heal 15 HP, heal by 50% more when using coin. No additional SP for advanced 50 HP, reuse coin, is whatever. Done. Bam!
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 와! 방금 너무 근사한 일격이었는데? 관리자님에게 우수한 평가를 받을 수 있겠어. 잘 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면
And now
안
we
돼.
have 2 bullets because we actually killed them too fast.
완벽하고
So we'll fire and then
빈틈없이
gain,
모든 걸
and then we're gonna fire
끝마쳐야 하지
twice and then
않겠어?
just blow them the hell up. And we're just gonna there we go.
잘근잘근
Okay, let's fire some bullets, shall we?
방금 했던 공격은 매우 효과적이었어. 하지만 아직 부족해. 다음 공격은 더 잘할 수 있어.
Oh, look at that. And that's it. I only needed to attack 4 times. They all died in those turns.
하지만 여기서 방심하면
We should
안 돼.
actually have our first one of them spawning. Aha. I think this is Gamma? I never remember. I know there's one more, and I think that's Delta. I think this is, or maybe this is Delta and the next one's Gamma. We'll say this guy's Delta. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I never remember this symbol. So we have a new one. Stab, pin down, pain. This dude gets a counter die. Isn't that fun? And another new passives. If an ally is defeated in combat, gain 1 bind and 1 attack power up and 3 damage up next turn. Weakness. If this unit dies, apply 5 damage up to all enemies, meaning us. So, we actually have +5 damage up, meaning we deal 50% more damage. So you know those bullets I just shot? If it killed them, the next turn, more bullets deal more damage. So as long as we can kill one of these every turn, we snowball like a motherfucker.
완벽한 한 발을 위해. 대치가 약화되는 것 같습니다. 탈출 대치가 정리되었습니다. 장전. 장전. 안심해라.
And just like in Lob Code, these dudes are very weak. They're very easy to just put. Aha. Okay, I think this guy's a Gamma. Yeah. 2 arms, an actual idle animation, a weird mouth. Yeah, this is the dude in the trailer. Oh, he's big and scary. Stab. But if you notice, their effects are getting like way scarier. Stab, inflict 4 bleed, targets bleed, inflict 2 bleed, count, inflict bleed, count, inflict bleed, count, all in one skill. Like, damn. It's Epsilon? Maybe. I could have swore they were Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta, but fuck, man. I never remember the icons. That was Gamma, small Gamma. Yeah, whatever you said. Ha ha ha. This guy's maybe Delta? I don't ever remember. Inflict a shitload of bleed. Like, oh my god, this is just a thesaurus. Important note, just never let them hit you. That's all that matters. Let me tell you, and I'll get into the action. This is Delta. Okay, thank you. I was right. Eventually. Life, pain. If there are no other allies, then Dawn of Green, Delta. Double the effect of Doubt and Life. If this unit is alive, no enemies are generated at turn end. So as long as he's alive, no more enemies will spawn. Because if you notice, we have killed 19 out of 30, but we're on the final turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 9 is 20. 8 plus 19 is 27. That's not all 30, but we've run out of time. Let's see what happens. Let's fire some gun real quick.
잘근잘근 씹어버리겠네.
And I'll tell you, I'm playing the normal mode, so we're gonna have some fun here in a sec.
제압 완료. 뒤에서 쓰러지는군.
Time limit reached. 7 remain. We didn't even kill all 8 of them. Ugh.
관리자님이 명하는 것이라.
Nice.
탄환은
So yeah, we
어디든
killed 23 out of
무엇이든
73.
관통해냅니다.
Almost half of all damage was done by Otis. Damn. But there's a reason for that. If we come over here, there are missions, and look at this menu style. Donut Green defeated. So if you kill 50 of them, if you kill 30, if you killed a Gamma Delta, or Gamma Delta, you won without any deaths. If you won without anyone hitting minus 45 SP, if you defeat 3 of them in 1 skill, if you defeat 3 of them if you defeat 3 of them with the 10 of them with the captain, and if you complete the whole thing with taking 10 or less hits. Very nice. However, there's a hard version, which I haven't actually done because I was waiting when you complete all missions. So, let me give you a brief rundown on how I at least found the best way to do this. I think this is the team I was using. So, number 1, we use Otis.
준비는 항상 되어 있습니다.
Number 2, we use Faust. Number 3, we use Song. And we don't use anyone else. This is the best that I've found to do this personally, but I'm sure there are other strategies. We only allow for 3 of them because these 3 are the best and we want them to get skill slots. Having other units will give us problems. The one problem with this is that the first turn or 2 are the hardest in the game. But if you can get past turn 1 and 2, you should be fine.
제압을 준비합니다.
So we're doing hard mode, and you actually kind of need to do this optimally. So how this works, and I will explain once we get into there. So this is actually a very difficult minigame. And it's actually why Otis has to be level 40. Because if you notice, now that we're in hard mode, 77 in 10 turns. Not guaranteed. You can actually also do this with Faust or any ego that has 7 attack weight. Because if you notice, there's 4 of them. So we kill 4 of them. Then, you can also borrow her as well. But, so if you notice, there's 4 of them, but I have to kill 77. So this is turn 1, and there will be 4. Then on turn 2, there will be 5. So let's say on turn 1, I kill 2 of them. Then on the next, so I've seen the best descriptor of this. Sorry for constantly stuttering. Is that there are 77 waiting to spawn. However, there's only 4 spawn slots, so 4 of them came out of the reserve. Let's say we kill 2 of them. Then on the next turn, there become 5 slots available. There's 2 left. 5 minus 2 is 3. So there are 3 slots remaining available. 3 more will be pulled out of reserve. Then in the next turn, 6 slots will be available. Then 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. This number is the total amount of abnormalities that can spawn across the entire thing. So the only way to see all of them is to kill every single one of these every turn. You cannot fail to kill one of them on any turn. You must be perfect. Full board wipe every turn. So, turn 1 and 2 are the hardest because we just don't have anything right now. So we got a little bit of RNG just to hit enough heads to hit damage thresholds. Because if you notice, and this is the key to it, look at their weaknesses. They take normal damage from Slash, they take 20% more damage from Pierce, and 50% more damage to Blunt. However, the real key thing are these two. They take double damage from Pride, and 50% more damage from Wrath, and then 20% more from Lust. If you notice, her main skill is a Pierce Pride skill. And if you don't have her, you can also do this with Faust. It is a Wrath Blunt skill. Both of these skills, so a Pierce Pride skill, I think they work multiplicatively. And then a Wrath Blunt skill. So this is double damage. If it's additive, this is 2 times damage. This is 2.2 times damage. If multiplicative, it's even more. So Otis actually does very slightly better, but it's harder for her to hit heads. Sanity, fucking whatever. If you want to do this and you don't have Otis, you would just go, like, you can dispense with nominal crates Faust, and I heard she works just fine. because this skill also has attack weight. So that is the name of the game here. You need to be able to hit every enemy as often as possible, preferably with Pride, Blunt, Pierce, or Wrath. Slashing is still neutral, but it's just, you need those damage modifiers. So this is a Pride Blunt, this is a Pride Pierce, this is a Wrath Blunt, and this is a Gluttony Pierce. It's not great. We got a little unlucky on him. His main skill will be the Sloth Blunt skill. It's also not great, but he's here for other reasons, because we also just needed a third unit. He's also one of the few units that actually has, like, attack weight. So here, let's... You do not want to use Wind right here. You want to actually think about this. So, like, I'm using this skill first to get a magic bullet, then I'm firing to have that magic bullet. So you need to get a little bit lucky just so you'll have enough damage, you know? I'm probably not going to show this off perfectly because RNG and I don't want to reset multiple times, you know? Okay, we actually got it that time. So this should say 4 on the top right. We actually got all of them. Now we got another speed die on Faust, who I picked second because she's the other one with an AoE. But because Otis killed 3 of them, we now have a ton of passives starting to activate. Very nice. Very nice. This one especially. An ally with the most poise defeats an enemy, gain pierce damage. She actually gains poison on one of her passives, so that's very nice. Speed dot what? I don't even know what you mean by that. Dude, up. So here's his main thing. It's a gluttony, but it's like AoE, but he needs to stack up more. So we need, this is the second turn, you need to get a little bit lucky, because you need Otis to not only kill all of them, but to kill enough to start getting resources. Called speed die, aw. Whatever, I don't know what I'm saying. Words are happening at me. I think we low rolled that. So we need, after this turn, it to say 9 in the top right. That didn't kill either. We'll have to see. It says 8. So this is actually... It says better than Speed Coin, yeah. So I was actually a little unlucky. I didn't hit a damage threshold. If I was going for, like, the kill all of them, which is an achievement, I would have to restart. I have already failed. But... I've already done it. I don't actually need to show it off. So assuming I had hit it, we would continue on. But now we have resources. So we can do, like, this is AoE, but oh man, Otis doesn't have, like, her explosion. You can actually do this. Oddly enough, people don't ever think about it, but Faust's representation emitter is a blunt pride skill, which is the 2.2 times damage multiplier, and it has 3 attack weight. This thing is a nuke. Why? Oh, I don't know why this thing hits so hard, but it sure does. Then we can come over here. Oh, well, look at that. Ebony Stem is a 7 attack weight thing. And oh, happily I'll do that. So we can come over here, have this be a nuke, have that be a nuke, and we'll continue to stack up Tremor on Faust and Yi-Song. Keep going. And look, that's a Pride Pierce skills. That's a nuke on Yi-Song. Ebony Stem, they all die. Because it isn't gonna hit all of them. It's a 7 attack weight. This is insane. It's Gluttony, which does not get a damage multiplier, but it's Pierce. I mean, hey, that's still 50% more damage. That attacks AoE. This attacks AoE. And now that we have so many ego resources, all of our support passives start activating. Because every single one of them gives me something to deal damage. So now that we got all of them, we don't have this one. Ally with the most SP deals pierce damage. When ally with the lowest max HP defeats an enemy, they gain charge, which is actually Otis. Very fun. Why would I be gaining charge? Why do I care? Mainly it's because Ryoshu does not have a good support passive that makes me deal more damage. But it also lets me do Merceau, who also doesn't have a good support passive that makes me deal damage. At the end of the turn, and I with the highest charge count, gains max speed. So she's faster. So she's going to go before. Like right now, Faust is faster. Faust and Yisong are faster, so that's bad. But as she gets charged, she'll get max speed, so she'll go faster. And the more Otis kills, the more ego resources I get. That's why I picked those ones. You have Gambit, out of the most SP, deals plus 20% damage with heads coins. Out of the highest speed, deals plus 10% pierce damage. Out with the least SP, deals plus 10% blunt damage. Deals with heads coins, damage with the enemies with lower SP, which they all are. Well, fair enough. But, okay, the problem with that, though, is that it's... well... After attack, if it's 7, resets count to 0. Counts as spending last ammo. The reason why I didn't do that is because it only activates at 7 magic bullets. I liked the consistency, as well as the fact that Merceau just doesn't give you anything. You know? At the end of the day, it's potato. Like, even this one's not great either. But anyway, there you go. So now every turn we can just whoop. We can just click that, make that a bomb to drop on them. So we can fire a bullet. We need to fire 2? Sure, fire 2 bullets. Okay, we use representation emitter, which is inexplicably a bomb. Faust knows all outcomes. Explosion. Of math. Yeah, 75 damage. Just inexplicably being a death machine. Look at this. Otis didn't even get a turn, but that's actually bad because we need Otis to kill. Yeah. I found this to be the easiest way because, like, outside of turn 2, which I just got a little unlucky and you would just restart for. Like, look at this. We've been cleaning house. Like, Otis did not even get to attack that turn. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'd say, oh man, that's you're being a little risky there. Well, what do we have here but a 7 attack weight pierce skill? Oh yeah, we're actually gonna do it like this because, and it's the main reason why I pick Yisong over Ishmael. It's because he has a basic attack that is AoE. This gains 3 attack weight on just a basic skill slot. So I can do, here's a 3 attack weight, here's a 7 attack weight, you know? Sure, why not? You fucking go. Go, damn you. Look at him go. Also, I don't know why he went first. That was the last... I don't understand how speed die works in, like, AoE fight, like, unfocused encounters. He was the very final speed die, yet he went first. Sure, I guess. There's the science here that I don't understand. Maybe one of the enemies had the highest speed? I don't know, maybe. But I never really cared. Whatever happens, whatever happens. Like, I just 140 damage. Like, do you think I really care? Do it again. Oh, that's, I don't want to use that skill. Here, let's click that one. Yeah, sure. And then at this point, we did actually get pretty unlucky and had Otis constantly not killing things. You normally specifically want Otis to be doing the killing. So we actually have less resources than I like, which is the main reason why I've actually slowed down with the ego resources. And again, why is Otis not going first? Why is Yisong going first? Yisong is the slowest member of my team right now. I don't know. Math. Maybe LTV Ryoshu would be better, and they've all exploded. Ebony Stem to kill the rest of them. There is one mission I actually have not completed yet because I wanted to see if I could get it on stream. It is have the team captain kill 7 units, aka the max possible, in 1 attack. You know?
개체가 더 이상 움직이지 않네.
Which, you know what?
이대로
We'll actually try to
남은
get.
대상들도 전부 움직일 수
So
없게
normally,
만들어보자.
once you're, like, we're at turn 7, we have resources, this is when you just start spamming. Boom, representation emitter. Boom, fluid sac. Boom, sun shower. Oh, you need more? Fourth match flame. Oh, you need more? Ebony stem. And actually, I completely forgot to do this. On turn like 3 or 4, you want to use to Pathos Mathos on Otis because its passive is insane. If the unit did not get hit at all during a turn, gain a damage up, which is plus 10% damage 3 times. If you use it on turn 3, by turn 6, you're dealing 30% more damage on Otis. Mint. So we're actually going to do that. But I'm going to try to get the kill everyone in one attack thing. Oh shit, I've actually lost my magic bullet. Maybe not. She needs to stack up for bullets again. That. Yeah. This is a good example. Like you don't really want to use the yellow skill, contracting straight jacket on Faust. So these are always the ones that I replace with representation emitter. And with Yisong, you never really want to use Sprouting Bud. You want to use Moment's Floral Breeze and Blood Steep Scent. So you can just come down here, Sun Shower, blow them the fuck up.
탈출 개체 확인.
It's a Pathos Mathos, which will let me start stacking damage up. The Odyssey did indeed have a purpose. Faust does know all outcomes. And then I fear the seeping rain, or the rain may seep through these umbrellas, of course. And then also the fabled fourth match flame, which a lot of people really hate as an ego, and it's very funny. Stack up them bullets, lady.
일발 장전. 안심해라. 고통 없어.
Very nice. Representation emitter.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
But this is just pure endorphins. Like, this is the good chemicals. This is where the dopamine is released in your skull. You know?
탈출 개체가
Like,
정리되었습니다.
look at how often they all die. I think I'm still optimal too. Yeah, I have not had other than turn 2, I have killed all of them every turn, and they haven't gotten a chance to even fight back. This is just, we are playing like a Warriors game. We are playing like Vampire Survivors, one of those just like mass murder type games in Limbus Company. And it's by fighting the coolest enemy in Lobco. Fucking fight me. Nah, I don't even agree with that. Ordeals as a whole are the coolest enemy in Lobco. Now that's the stance I'll die on. Oh, so cool. Anyway, I need to stack up more bullets. The only way to do that is by clicking the funny button. Just a whole lot of times. Dude, the Green Midnight is in the running for one of the easiest abnormalities in the entire game. You can. That's why I was like arguing that like ordeals in their entirety are the coolest part of Lobco, because they're just so interesting. And yeah, Pale Fixer's probably the coolest. I might even die on that hill too. I'm just more so putting hitching my cart to the horse of ordeals in their entirety. I love them. They're so cool. Ebony Stebony. Ebony Stebony. Also, I have not been acknowledging, but if you listen to the top right, Malkuth is talking to us. Malkuth announcer pack content. The Green Midnight, you never need to run away. It's just a DPS check. I think we again did too good. See, like right there, I actually didn't get so far into the turn order that I had to use fourth match flame and representation emitter. That's fine. They're prepaid for. I don't have to pay for them again. Very nice. Wrong. And yeah, she's actually getting the. She's actually at +2 damage. Yeah, she's at. Well, +1 damage up. Fucking Pathos, fuck off. But yeah. So she'll gain 1 bullet. Fuck. Is there no way I can get 2 of these? God damn it. I don't know if I'll actually be able to do this. Like I said, I'm trying to get the achievement for killing 7 dudes in 1 skill with the team captain, but I don't know if I'll get enough, because I activated to Pathos too late, and I don't have 7 bullets on the final turn. Hope for the best. Always try to use metallic ringing, because it pays for itself. It's very nice. I'm gonna have 6 bullets. Well, I think. Wait, do you get the bullet before or after shooting? Let's see. As you can see, Otis has been slowly getting more and more charge, and as she does, she's getting faster and faster. It's a very janky method of gaining speed. Yeah, she's currently +2 max speed, which, you know, usually makes her the fastest thing on the board. Usually. Okay, she gains the bullet before fire. Again, I'm not even gonna get my ego off. Yeah. Now I have 3 ego sitting on the board that I can't even get rid of. Fire bullets. Honestly, we're just gonna fire the bullet and just hope, because this is the final turn. As you can see, there are 10 on the board right now. Actually, yeah, no, turn 2 fucked me over. We're gonna get, assuming I get all of them, we'd get up to 75 out of 77. Maybe there was another turn I didn't get all of them. I haven't been paying a lot of attention. But you can see how this would get us there. You just gotta get a little bit luckier in the early game and be a little more aggressive. I've kind of been playing very fast and loose. Oh shit, that's right. Enemies are fast, aren't they? No! Don't kill them. Stop having counter dice, Faust. Now kill all of them. Hopefully that was 7. It had 7 bullets, but that's actually one argument that can be made for LCB Ryoshu, because you need her to kill with the 7th bullet. But as you saw, like, 5 support passives active, plus she had plus 30% from Pathos Mathos, I think she'd be fine. Plus she had the +5 from having killed a Gamma or a Delta or whatever the prior turn. I think she's fine. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. Oh, very nice. And we got it. We get some level up tickets. And I get 500 lunacy. Very nice. And you know what? Okay, alright. Well, it's like, do I really want to extract just to roll for the Jack and Pierre? I was gonna be like, oh, we could do an unboxing on stream. Like, I don't really want to, though. I got this, though. Ooh, I got my dailies. And in fact, fucking do that anymore. Oh yeah, I should probably do this too, just to be nice. Aw. And this is the HUD and the like card design you get from this event. Very nice. But here, since we're here and we can change this up, I will bring you. For the people who want it, here you go. If you want, again, friend code right here. If you want Otis and Dawn. She's only level 8. I'll try to work... I don't want to level up Dawn because she's Dawn. Ugh. But here. I'll be nice for the people who don't have her. There you go. She's level 37. She's almost perfect. She's the best you're gonna get. If you want Rupture, she's actually really good for it. I don't have Fluid Sac uptide, so yeah, that'll be the best you get. Because you can now deposit him, or extract him. Ting Ting. Yeah. I think everyone is who I'd want them to be. Let me do a quick once over. Just want to make sure these are all still updated, just because I try to pick a tier 3 because they're the most expensive, that are usually the best for every character with a little bit of variety. Like, you know, like I have like Enclair, which is like a bleed burn kind of thing. I got Ishmael, which is like more of like a charge thing. We have Gregor, which is more of like a poise thing. I'm trying to variety while still having them all be 3 stars and units that you want to use because they're all good. I'm specifically picking 3 stars. No, there you go. I'm specifically picking 3 stars as well as the fact that they all have their good eco equipped because they're typically the most expensive and rarest to deposit. So if you wanted, yeah, I'll keep... Like, if you wanted to borrow one of my units, I'm specifically picking units that would be the most expensive for you to get yourself, you know? So that way you get a lot of value for borrowing specifically one of these guys. Yeah. With the exception being, of course, Dawn over here, who is a 2-star, but this is a walpurgisnacht, and if you don't log in within the next, like, week of this upload, it's gone. And you can't do it anymore. That's why I also wanted to stream this. So, yeah. And... yeah. You can, like, obviously make an argument for some of the tier 3s I picked. I just think it's, like, a fine spread. Sinking, blunt, charge... charge... Okay, we got a lot of charges. Charge ID is usually pretty good. So, like, poise... burn, charge, bleed, sinking. You got a lot of variety here. There's just not a tremor one because tremor is bad. Also burn, and then it's the 2 walpurgisnacht ones. There you go. If people want it, it's there. And final doodad. I don't know if this is a different cutscene or it's just the ordeal part of this, but let's see. I'm unsure. No, it's the unique thing. Okay, here we go. I did almost end stream before doing this. I had almost forgotten. Wouldn't be the first time, I'm gonna be honest. There's a few plot points or threads I wanted to tie up before I ended the stream and immediately forgot. Pop quiz. We're in Malkuth's department. Which abnormality is in this door right here? Pop quiz. Right answers only. That's right. It's the entirety of Apocalypse Bird. Good answer. Oh, I can't wait for Onesen. He's the best, bro. If they do another April Fool's, I truly want them to do the training dummy. Like, it has to show up eventually. The tutorial abnormality that doesn't ever show up in the game again. I want to see Training Rabbit dude again. Or maybe have some of the old abnormalities that were, like, cut out from Lobco, like the glowing hammer. I know people want to see new abnormalities and all that, but I want to get my boy, weird, fucked up training rabbit guy from the tutorial of Lobco. He deserves some representation. I did like their last April Fools, though. I hope they keep doing those. They're very fun. Horse. There you go. There we go. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little experiment. Time for me to not stream for another fucking 2 months. Time for me to fall down the stairs and break my fucking neck this time because it's raining too hard. I gotta go die out down on the hill and outside. I went to go touch grass and fucking God had smited me from on high.
다른 부서에서는
Alright, see you guys in
A가 찢어진
53
일종의
days.
훈장처럼 여기는 것 같습니다.
Actually, less than. I forgot
참
Kim is
덧없는
also
소리입니다.
coming.
이
Oh, that's
부서에서
pretty hype, actually. It's pretty
살아남은
cool.
것 자체가
Ah,
걱정이
anyway, I said this would be a short stream. There's your short stream. Fucking get the hell out of here. Fuck you. This stream ends now.